I'll try and get out of this grass. What's going on, Salt Strong Nation? It's Matt and the Yak, and I got 8 rods in the back. So we got a storm brewing right now. So we're starting to get some pretty nasty winds and stuff, and it's gonna be pretty churned up inshore right now. So what I did was I shot to a creek. This is a little bit of a back area, so there's no telling what I could get into today. I do got some live shrimp with me. I got 2 popping corks rigged up. I have an oval and a cup popper. We're gonna see if we can find out if there is a difference or if these fish respond differently to a certain type of popping cork. So that's the plan. We're gonna see if we can find some of these good fish back here in these skinny waters, and we'll see what we do. We'll be back in a minute. Fish bump. Boom! You guys have to forgive me. I apologize. It's crazy windy out here, but I wanna show you guys what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and take our jig head here, our trout eye jig head, and we are going to hook our shrimp straight through the back of the horn there. As you can see, he's still very much alive, still got some life to him, but that jig head is going to help us get down in this current. We got some pretty nasty current with this new moon, so we're just going to try and use this popping cork and this jig head to fight this current a little bit, work this current, see if we can find us a bite in here. All right, Salt Strong family, so I am gonna voice over a lot of this report because it was very windy on this day. Now, we did catch a lot of fish. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know this was a great day. We had a phenomenal day catching a lot of these little really nice rat reds. That's a lot of fun. I know it may not be the best of action, but it's good action. But there's a lot to learn from this trip, so make sure you pay attention. Got us a red. See if we can get away from over here, because I feel like there's more. All right. Now, I've been working with this oval popping cork for a little while. Finally got me another fish on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to the cupped popping cork and see if the fish respond any better to it. It took me a while to get a bite on that oval popping cork, so let's see if it'll take me just as long on this one. All right, so we got our popping cork swapped out. We're on right where he's supposed to be. Little puppy red. All right, Salt Strong family, as you heard me say, these fish are right where they're supposed to be. These fish are sitting right next to the grass line in those areas where the current isn't as strong, and they're waiting on that bait that's getting pushed by with the faster current. Okay, pretty red fish. Oh, 6 spots. No, 8 spots. Oh wow, awesome, super cool, super pretty fish. Okay, decent red. Try and get out of this grass. Whew, there we go. Got him in the open water now. Right. This is that moment when I realize that I got a really nice fish and he's giving me a pretty good fight, and I want to make sure that it's all on camera because this fish has absolutely no give up, and this popping cork produced again and again. Oh, football. Nice. Back here eating good, ain't you, buddy? Right, decent redfish. That was on the cup popper. Our biggest redfish was on the cup popper, but I can't say that there has been a huge difference between the two so far. All right, Salt Strong Nation, I do want to take a break just for a second to remind you that this is one of our insider reports that actually goes out to our private insider community, to all of our insiders. Now, we actually do go over this trip with them on satellite imagery so that they can actually see exactly where we caught these fish, and we discuss the trends that were successful on that day. Now, as I mentioned, I was doing a test to see if one popping cork was more productive than the other, and we do go over all of the intricacies of that test in the post-trip analysis, which is something that is accessible to our insider members exclusively. So if you're interested in seeing more information about this report, be sure to check us out at saltstrong.com. Now, I was using the 4 Horsemen popping cork that day with those trout eye jig heads, as well as some artificials like the Fred paddle tail and that Gold Digger paddle tail. Those were the productive accessories and lures for me on that day. And if you're interested in the setups I was using, I do actually have a video about my preferred popping cork setup. We can link that video down below as well. But if you're interested in knowing more about the tackle and stuff I was using, be sure to check that video out as it goes more in depth. But let's go ahead and get right back into this video. And if you have any more questions, be sure to leave them down in the comments section for me, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And until next time, tight lines, and we'll see you in the next video. Decent trout on that popping cork. Right, decent trout. Right, let's go. We got a decent fish. Oh, it looks like a good red. If you guys notice how these fish are trying to head right back to the grass line where they came from to actually eat, that's a good indicator of where you're going to find the fish moving forward, right there in those grass lines. again, pay attention to the fact that I'm targeting these grass lines again here in this same type of area. Let's go. Another red. On that popping cork, the cup popping cork. So at this point, I've actually switched over to our Gold Digger paddle tail. That's our 2.0 profile size, 3-inch paddle tail on that trout eye jig head. Now at this point we do have the incoming tide, so I am working some of these deeper holes with that incoming tide. So I have a Fred paddle tail rigged on a Ned rig, working these deeper drops in almost a jigging motion, as you're able to see from that retrieve. Fred the Ned. Another trout. Fred paddle tail, man. They loving the Fred. Good trout. Chunky fella. Unfortunately, that trout I just released did not make it. Nature was about to take its course. Holy smokes. That eagle just came and picked up. Well, Salt Strong Nation, we found some fish, we found some rat reds, and we found some good reds. We found some really small trout too, but I think we did come up with a winner on the cork. So let's go ahead and get back in, get cleaned up, check out this post-trip analysis, and find out which cork won. Fish bump. Boom.